In recent full-page newspaper ads placed in major media markets, General Motors has dared to offer apologies and regrets for the pending closure of mainstream car dealerships throughout America. At this juncture, my family's 2 General Motors dealerships are still open to serve the public, as has been our 50-year tradition. As a targeted for elimination car dealer, I am prepared to challenge General Motors' self-proclaimed reinvention of itself. The President and CEO declared that the new GM will be more focused on its customer. But whose customer is it, really? To capture the unique perspective of 2nd, 3rd, and 4th generation car dealers, I have crafted this commentary, which embodies the spirit of these mainstream entrepreneurs who are unafraid to speak their minds. They have been known to make their businesses a better place, their communities a better place, and some would even say General Motors a better place. Because of my passion for the plight of both my family and theirs, I have endeavored to describe current events honestly and in relation to their history. As Paul Harvey might have said, stay tuned for the rest of the story. Mainstream car dealers of America ponder their next move. 2. The American people, the highest court of all, the court of public opinion. Claim, unconstitutional pursuit of federalism to overrule well-established states' rights in application of motor vehicle law. Plaintiff, General Motors Corporation and its fast-track bankruptcy process. Defendants, mainstream car dealers of America. Recommendation, denied the new General Motors a license to operate in accordance with state franchise laws. In response to the full-page ads that have appeared in the Fort Worth Star-Telegram and other major media markets, we, the targeted for elimination car dealers of America, stand uniformly outraged at General Motors' direct appeal to you, the American people, to continue to support their strategy with your loyalty and future business. This company has shown a callous disregard and disrespect for the remarkable contributions that many of our families, employees, and customers have made over a lifetime to help them become one of the largest corporations in the world. We, as franchise holders, believe we are the primary customers of General Motors. We purchase the vehicles that General Motors produces and resell them to you, our customers. We purchase the parts that fix your vehicles and resell them to you, our customers. We take responsibility to solicit your business, to nurture our relationships, and to retain you as our customers. Over many decades, distancing itself from the throes of reality, General Motors has violated the classic Darrell Royal recipe for success. Don't forget to dance with the one who brung you. Its network is a franchise-driven network, not a company-owned network. Therefore, we are typically not managers of company-owned stores. We, the franchised new car dealers of mainstream America, own our franchises, and in most cases, we manage them. From a historical perspective, the leaders of this company long ago lost their moral compass. After 20-plus years of wandering aimlessly in the desert of incentivized madness, the powers that be have narrowed discount margins to virtually non-negotiable levels. Their noble purpose was to eliminate disparity between what one customer would pay for a new vehicle relative to what another customer would pay. Yet, today, the coupon madness doled out to large volume dealers through their so-called voluntary participation in ad associations segregates the playing field. This can alter a price for the same customer on the same vehicle in metropolitan America versus mainstream America by $1,000 at the drop of a hat. As a result, marketing maniacs now recalculate on almost a daily basis how to merchandise new vehicles to you, our customer, through all forms of mass media. In doing so, they have charted dangerous waters. Driven by the architecture of volume that is heavily prejudicial toward metropolitan locations, General Motors has failed to make an important disclosure to either consumers or franchised car dealers that selling at factory MSRP is now the only road to profitability a car dealer can hope to achieve. Iconoclastic worldwide brand names such as Cutlass, 98, GTO, Firebird, Bonneville, Park Avenue, DeVille, and countless others have seen their once proud and noble heritage relegated to a graveyard of misguided designs and misallocated resources. We implore you, the American people, to hear our message loud and clear. As the franchised new car dealers of mainstream America, we don't design and build cars, trucks, or SUVs. Indeed, we have never tried to convince the auto manufacturers or the American public that we know how to design and build vehicles, or that we know how to design and build assembly plants, or that we know how to design and build technological marvels that are the claim to fame of great automakers. Indeed, in our entrepreneurial world, why would we even want to? Over the last 100 years of success of the American automotive industry, manufacturers who design, build, and distribute great automobiles have joined forces with entrepreneurial car dealers who build multi-million-dollar facilities and have risked everything to own franchises across mainstream America. So then the ultimate question arises: how and when did General Motors as a corporation decide that it knows better how to do what we do? Under the stewardship of the corporation's last CEO, who the board of directors rubber-stamped and refused to remove from power for 11 years, General Motors systematically migrated to the retail concept that all vehicles should be offered to the American public the Saturn way. The fatal flaw in this logic requires that you, the American public, suddenly stop your century-old tradition of haggling and just start buying them the Saturn way. In several short months in the summer of 2005, GM finished robbing the dealer network of its fundamental right to artfully construct car deals for you, our customer. So this begs the question: if your mainstream community car dealer can no longer fashion a deal for you, where do you go next? The answer? To the metropolitan lots that have 5 or 10 times as much inventory. The most obvious example of this strategy was perfected by Walmart. Their corporate mantra purports that volume selling, in association with volume purchasing, resolves all things retail in the heart and mind of the customer. When it comes to the plight of the family businesses all across this country, this is classic Robin Hood theory in reverse. Rob from the poor and give to the rich, so the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Then the question becomes, who fashioned this strategy? The answer is the consultants from which the corporation purchases its wisdom, and the lawyers who perpetuate the art of legalese. They typically produce documents that only their inner circles of influence are educated and trained to interpret. It is surely not beyond coincidence that a lawyer now occupies the White House and that our government has set in motion breathtaking, fast-track bankruptcy proceedings to steamroll many mainstream car dealers out of existence. By initiating its chess games in the federal court system, General Motors arrogantly invited a major reckoning of constitutional law. They undertook a federal initiative to usurp the legitimacy of franchised new car dealer rights. Such rights are uniquely represented by individual states and their authorized, specially written rules and regulations governing the automotive industry.